The bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers began on September 12, 2008, when it ceased to exist as a financial institution. It was split into what were labeled the good bank and bad bank. The assets of the good bank went to Barclays. The bad bank reemerged as the legacy Lehman estate. Just like when a human dies, the estate then needed to settle its accounts. Legal processes over many years ensued. The estate's counterparties, meaning the former Lehman clients, had to work through the courts to recover what they could. It was against this backdrop that I bumped into a salesman named Saul from Numerics, the fintech I had worked for in the lead up to the great financial crisis. Saul told me that Numerics was helping the estate specifically to resolve its credit derivative deals, and that they, Numerics, were hiring consultants since it was a major job. Soon I was pricing bespoke tranches of CDOs for the estate. Traders asked us in a first step to price the tranches on 9/12/2008, since this was the last date for a true price, a mark to market. If the price and the credit sensitivity, CSO1, the change in price for a 1 basis point move in spreads, were found to be reasonable by the traders, then we moved on to step 2. That was taking a date given to us by the lawyers and marking the deal to model. That is, getting a model estimate of the amount the counterparty might demand. That was the extent of our involvement. Presumably, the estate then negotiated with the counterparty to pay some of the amount due. I was therefore able to participate in 2 aspects of economic history, working on by far the largest bankruptcy to date, and also taking different backward looks at the big picture of the great financial crisis. The latter aspect was because as you evolve the tranches forward in time, you took into account credit collapses of all the names in the tranche. The Icelandic banks, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and so on. I relived the GFC. Although most of the work was bespoke tranche pricing, I was also asked to price credit recovery locks, also called recovery swaps, or recovery default swaps. The recovery rate after a default is uncertain until a bankruptcy court case has been decided. By convention, until the decision, 40% is used for credit default swaps. But that is no guarantee. Recovery locks can be purchased, as the name implies, to lock in a specified recovery rate.